Good evening, everyone. We wanted to welcome you tonight to our Ohio State University at Newark presentation with our scholarships from financial aid. My name is Ginger Williams-Carr. I am an admissions counselor here, but because financial aid has already done one presentation and with us, we felt that we'd let them go first this time. So if you had joined us before and do not want to see the admissions presentation, you can join us then. Then you can just go ahead and leave if you would like to. So we would like you to engage with us. Please click on the Q&A to ask questions. While Lucy is presenting, Faith will be answering questions for them. So tonight we are doing that is not the learning communities, which should be our financial aid. And then we will do financial aid with scholarships. We will do admissions, next steps, and then we will go ahead and have some time for Q&A as well. So Lucy, I will go ahead and let you get started. And then I will go ahead and do the slides for you. So go ahead. And if I don't go moving them when you need me to, just go ahead and tell me.
Okay, thank you, Ginger. Welcome. Good evening. My name is Lucy Hardesty, and Faith Phillips is here answering the Q&As. I will be going over the FAFSA, Buckeye Link, and scholarships. So let's go ahead and get started. The free application for federal student aid is available at studentaid.gov. And for the ones of you that have completed it by February 1, that is great. For the ones that haven't, there is still time, fall 2026, to file the FAFSA. You want to file the FAFSA because of scholarships. Whether you're a needy student or not a needy student, the FAFSA will let us know that, and that will help with the scholarships. Buckeye Link. There you will find your student portal, which is very helpful, and you can view your financial aid, you can make payment information, and you'll be able to see your to-do list, accept or decline financial aid, and view account statement, and then you want to check it regularly for updates. Go ahead. So then viewing financial aid. So when you go to Buckeye Link and you click on view financial aid, you're going to see the aid year. The aid year will let you know that you have a FAFSA on file. And this student has a 2027 FAFSA for starting summer 2026 through spring 2027. If you do not see a 2027, then you have not completed a FAFSA for that aid year. When you click on 2027, you'll be able to see your to-do items, your to-do list, your SFA status tab, and your aid summary tab. On your to-do list, you see that the FAFSA has been completed. It's been received by Ohio State. Go ahead with the next slide. And then you will also be able to see if there is anything missing. Now, I realize that this slide is old. The due date was in 2023, but it gives you an idea of this student was selected for verification, and what may be verified is income. You may be verified by regarding your family size and other verification items such as identity statement. Go ahead. The next tab is the SFA status tab. This is where your estimated cost of attendance will be. $26,220 is the cost of attendance for Ohio State here at Newark. And that is if you are living on campus doing the meal plan, tuition and fees, books, and then miscellaneous expenses. If you are just commuting back and forth, your cost of attendance is going to be a lot less. Now, we'll say 26,220, but just know that you don't have all those extra costs. So yours is going to be less, especially if you're commuting. So the aid summary tab, especially, or example one, the federal Pell Grant, that comes from the FAFSA, completing the FAFSA, and then this President's Affordability Grant, the Buckeye Affordability Grant, those are awarded through Ohio State because the student completed the FAFSA by February 1 and was a needy student. The subsidized and unsubsidized loans, those have been offered. This student has not accepted it. There is going to be a green button below the aid amount if a student wants to accept or decline their student loans. Right underneath the aid year, listing the aid name, award names, you find less than full-time chart. That is really important because if you go less than full-time, then this aid will be adjusted. So it's important to check that out. Here's an example of number 2, student aid. This student was only awarded a student loan of $5,500. That's the standard freshman loan, and it would be divided into two, $2,750 for autumn and $2,750 for spring. And this student has not accepted their loans. Scholarships at Ohio State Newark. We have more than $1 million in scholarships offered each year. If you want a list of all the scholarships that we offer, you would want to go to our website and view those. Our due date is April 15th, and you go to Scholarship Universe to apply for those scholarships. Most scholarships do not require additional steps outside of Scholarship Universe. You create the profile and then you answer basic questions. Now, after you've done those steps, there are some scholarships that require a little bit further steps, and some require essays and some require recommendation letters. Awarding will begin in late March, early April. Scholarship offers are sent to your OSU email account. And then a donor thank you letter is required to receive the scholarship. Here are some scholarships that require further steps. The Binkovitz is the Holocaust essay. The Park National Bank, if you reside in one of the 28 counties where Park National Bank and its affiliates are located, you have a chance of getting the Park National Bank. The Thea Scholarship is if you are involved in leadership in your high school or in your community and you write about it. So here's just a couple examples of what you can look forward to as far as our scholarships go. Contact information, we are located in the Hopewell Hall, 135. My contact information is hardesty.65. And if you have any questions about today's presentation or want to know something further, just send me an email and I will respond. Do we have any questions? Faith, how's the Q&A going?
Well, I have not seen any questions in the Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, please pop them in the Q&A, even if as Ginger does her presentation, please feel free to put those questions in the Q&A and we'll be fielding those for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy and Faith, and I'll go ahead with the admissions then.
Hey, Ginger, can you
Yes.
put the scholarship slide back up one more time, please? Let's see. I'm not sure if that's the one she's talking about.
I can go back one more if you need me to. Go back
Give
to
it
that one.
Yeah, just give it a second and then go back one more, just so they're probably, there you go. All right. So if whoever asked that question, please let me know if you didn't get what you needed, and you're going to share the slides with the attendees at some point. Is that right, Ginger?
Yes, and it will be put back on the website as well. This whole the video
Okay.
presentation will be put back on the website as well.
Great. All right. So if you didn't see, oh, Barry said he or she got what she needed. So thank you.
All right, so my portion then will talk about the enrollment process and next steps. Here we have some timelines of some important dates that are coming up. As the orientation emails have been sent out if you have paid your $100 acceptance fee. If you have not paid that, please, and you are wanting to come to campus, I would suggest that you get that paid so that you can start getting emails about orientation. Our emails are starting in May this year, the last week of May. Our Buckeye Bound event is coming up on April 3rd. And then we have another Buckeye Preview Day on the 25th. As Lucy talked about, the scholarship deadline is going to be April 15th, as well as the Honors and Lefevre Fellows. I will talk more about that here in just a moment. And then those of you interested in living on campus, the housing lottery deadline will be April 28th. Responsibilities for students. As Lucy kind of said earlier too, please make sure you're accessing your Buckeye Mail and your Buckeye Link. Those are what you are going to be getting information from quite frequently from here on out through the process. As I said, you can pay your acceptance fee through there. The housing lottery information should be going out or should have already gone out on March 13th. So if you're interested in that, information has gone out in an email. So if your student is not checking their Buckeye email regularly, now is the time they need to be checking it almost daily because there is so much important information that is coming out. As I said, orientation emails have gone out and those will start the last week of May. So in order to help build your Buckeye community, we are a small campus, but it's a community feel with that campus. There's lots of things to get involved in on campus. We have academic and collegiate organizations. We have community service organizations. Our intramural sports depend on our students that are on campus at the time. It's what they're interested in. So the most interest is what they're going to find for those intramural sports that year. Again, multicultural and faith-based groups, our student government, which would be similar to like student council that your school might have. And then there's lots of different nights or days that we have as well throughout campus. When school started back in January, we had a winter carnival. They are getting ready to have a dodgeball tournament right now. So there's lots of things going on campus for students that live on and off of campus to be involved in. Learning communities. This is a great way to meet people before school even starts and get to know some of your professors before school even starts. This year we have 6 learning communities and next year we're starting a 7th. Our Buckeye generation is for students who will be first generation students to the college level. Our education, teaching, and learning community is for our primary education students. We have an engineering that most of our engineering technology students are involved in. Global Citizens is one that for students who who are interested in studying abroad or even traveling for work after college. Scarlet and Gray Excellence is for people who want to know more about others on campus. Our STEM M is science, technology, engineering, math, and medicine. And next year, we will start our new business learning communities. Each of these have a class each semester with a cohort of 40 to 60 individuals, depending on the learning community that you are involved in. You will get to know those students and faculty before classes even start, so that you will have some familiar faces when you are starting on your college journey. Some of these also come along with some small stipends to help pay for books and that sort of thing as well. Our honors program, this one is due by April 15th. If you go to our Newark website, you can find the application there for that. You need to have a 3.6 GPA or higher. The benefits with this, there is preferential access to study abroad. So combining that with our global studies learning community would be a very good thing for that. There's a private lounge. A lot of times students get preferential signing up for their preferential scheduling when they're signing up for their classes. And then you do get an honors distinction on your diploma. There's also membership into the Laurel Collegiate Society, similar to National Honor Society for high schools. The Lafayette Fever Fellows program, if you or your student is interested in community service, this is a community service-based program. Again, the application deadline is April 15th. So it's service learning or community service, 30 hours each semester with things that are you will get information more on campus for this, but like this year, they're doing some with the homeless community in the area and helping with feeding them and helping with the cold shelters this winter. There's a stipend of $1,250 each semester for the Lefevre's Fellows program. Newark has 7 majors that you can start and finish on our campus: our business management, our primary education, English, engineering technology, history, psychology, and social work. Those you can start and finish. The engineering technology is only offered at the regional campuses like Newark. Our average class size is 28 students to 1 professor, and you will actually work with your professor. Being at a small campus like this, we do not have teaching assistants. You'll actually be working with your individual professors. The faculty on campus is very committed to research and student success. You have lots of opportunities to do research as early as your freshman year, and even internship possibilities as early as your freshman year. So the rest of the majors, you would have to transition to Columbus. In order to transition to Columbus, you would need 30 credit hours after high school graduation. So that's 30 on our campus. Have a minimum of a 2.0 GPA, and then work with your academic advisor to complete a campus change. Now that just guarantees you a spot on the Columbus campus. There may be higher requirements for different majors as you get to the campus. Some upcoming virtual events. On April 7th, we will discuss housing and our housing lottery. And then April 16th, our Student Success Office will be with us talking more about their office and the programs that they offer. Tracy and Faith, do we have any more questions that we need to have answered, or any slides I need to go back and show?
As of now, Ginger, no additional questions.
Okay. Well, if you do, please put them in the Q&A. Lucy or I would be glad to answer any questions that you have for us. If not, then we thank you for being with us this evening. Lucy, did you have anything else that you wanted to add before we left? You're still on mute.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
For the merit scholarships, those are handled through the admissions office, and the deadline for those are March 31st. I forgot to plug that when I was going over scholarships. A 3.6 GPA, and you had to have completed 2 AP classes or 2 college credit plus classes. And if you need more information about that, reach out to admissions.
And the application is also on the Newark website as well.